Right, I think we are finally ready to go. I know it's sorry to keep you waiting. We'll get into that once we start. So move over. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be. I've botched my intro.
It's my fault.
No, I'm not saying it was your fault, but I've botched my damn intro.
I was just fixing my camera.
Yeah. So let's try that again. Frame. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on when or where you're watching this from. You are through to the Cold Crown Podcast. I am your host, AJ, the Herlock Sholmes of Digimon podcasting. I'm not letting that go. This is... Yay!
I wasn't sure if you were going to say that or not.
I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hi.
Hello, Reiko, Sleek, Iker. Good to see you guys as always. Thanks for joining in. If I'm a bit too bright, let me know. So somebody, somebody else wanted goggles. Somebody didn't want to feel left out. So, yes, someone dove into my stash and took a pair for themselves. So, we've got two goggle heads on the podcast here today. But we hope everyone's keeping well.
Too bright.
What? Yeah, I guess mine's gonna cover for both of us. So. But we hope everyone's doing well. We hope you've had a great week. You're really feeling it? Awesome. Hey, Pedja, Justin, good to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining in. So yes, we are running a bit late. Two protagonists. Yeah. That'll never happen. So basically, dinner just did not want to cooperate. Yeah, like
It was just frozen.
it was just too frozen and didn't want to cook, so we had to wait. You look like you're ready for bed. Is that supposed to be a proper shirt? No, I am out of the shower and I am cozy, Yami. But thank you so much for joining in.
They're presidential pajamas. You only get that if you get Simpsons references.
Yeah, that they are. But yeah, so that's basically what happened. The cooking process took longer than it really had any right to, and we just got delayed because of that. So yeah, I'm just gonna lower down my light a tad. I feel like it's too bright on my face, but
Yeah, you're
very shiny. That'll do. Okay. So this, don't forget me. I have my goggles on, but they're around my neck like Tai Chi from Try and Keys, and it's the new goggle head look. You know what? It's a look. It's an underrepresented look. Much like goggles being used as a hair tie and goggles being wrapped around your wrist. It's an underappreciated look, so I applaud it. You make that work for you.
I'll make it work.
Yeah, you have.
Girls deserve goggles too.
They do. They deserve goggles in anime. They shouldn't just be limited to video games. But we have Rina, and we have, oh god, what's her name from Dusk? The purple one. Anyway, that'll come back to me later. I gotta eat lunch. All right, Iker, look after yourself, buddy.
What's up, Digi Crew? I like that.
The Digi Crew. Well,
I think everybody likes that.
Oh, that's good, because the Digivolution is up and running. Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know it was coming? I'm not going to finish it, because that's too cheesy even for me. And I do love buckets of cheese. So... But yeah, love the thumbnail. Yeah, the thumbnail changed before we went live. Yami submitted a much better image to use as the thumbnail, and I thought, that's a lot creepier, especially considering the Digimon it relates to is a baby. There she is, covering up the chat. Let me just fix that real quick. The chat. So... Yeah, hold on. Where is she? Oh, she's image 3. I need to start titling these things. The magic of live television. There we go. And now I feel like she's not even... We're up a tad yet. Pogo.
Eco.
Eco. But anyway, so how's everybody getting on? Are we doing good? Are we who's watched this episode already? What do you think? Is it, you think it's good or bad? You know, try not to color our expectations in advance, but like, what if you've watched the episode already? What did you guys think about it?
Are you hydrated?
Also, yeah, also very important
Are
question.
you hydrated?
Am I hydrated? I am. I have a big old tankard of water here ready to stay hydrated, so I am very hydrated. Pretty meh? Okay. I like the episode. Doesn't that question usually go at the end? Yeah, well, you know, we can still talk about it after we've watched the episode. We haven't seen it yet, so, you know, some early impressions, and I trust your judgment on it, so... There we go. I like the episode, pretty meh. Yep, you put the goggles on your head when when it's the final battle, so you know, curious. Oh, okay. Yeah, that can happen. Okay. Right, well, I suppose then we'll just get into the nitty and gritty of it then, shall we? We are of course watching it through the Crunchyroll app, so if you're watching along with us, the episode kind of irked me, but at least we're still a part of the faction life. Yeah, me and I'm raising the Metabots dim card on this, so there's a video going up for that probably tomorrow, if not Tuesday, just showing that off, because it's probably the wildest of the dim cards I've inserted into this thing so far. You know, I had to dig this little dude out of storage for it, so he's currently on the desk here, little old Metabee. So yeah, it's so wild, and I'm looking forward to sort of sharing that experience with you guys. But I love the Metarot franchise. Yeah, no, Metabots is, you know, it's bloody well cool, and I need to get that box set now, because I've been reminded of it, and I'm having all the want to just soak in the nostalgia. So I'm gonna have to hunt down that box set for season 1 at the very least.
I know where it comes from,
yeah,
and what it is, but it just sounds weird when you're...
Yeah, well, it is one of those things, you know, that it is English, you know, in the same vein of even with Digimon, where you've got Jogress evolution. That kind of makes more sense, but it is, you know, it's that sort of play on words where they just shortened down robot to rot, as opposed to just what we would do and just call it a bot. So, ironically, makes sense. Ironically, still wanting a season 2 box set. Yeah, I wasn't sure what, because it only had 3 series over here anyway. I think it's still going in Japan. Yeah, because I think a video game came out a couple of years ago, and it's basically just all the female characters in this Metabots game, and I'm like, why though? I mean, it's an interesting idea, but it's also an interesting way to do a crossover event. It's the name. The bias is not there. Are you sure? Are you sure? But anyway, yeah, so we are watching this on Crunchyroll. If you're watching along with us, the Toei Animation Musketeer cat has jumped out of the film strip. Cute girl style. Basically, yeah, you know, and that's good. You know, we're all cute girls here, so let's have some fun. Let's watch this episode. So, Digimon Ghost Game, Season 1, Episode 6, The Cursed Song. Right, so I'm gonna hit the play button, and I'm gonna find out. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm doing my best not to sing faction because it is still the subscriber goal. We get to 7,000. I will sing either Butterfly or Faction, and the other song will fall over to 8,000. And then I agreed last week to sing Believer from season 5 if we hit 9,000. And then 10,000 is of course going to be our 12-hour Digimon Adventure dub watch along. Because I have the DVDs for that, it's just easier.
Yeah.
Plus, I get to introduce you to Not Your Taichi.
Yes.
Properly.
Yeah.
You know, before 2020 came along and took away all of our Taichi. Males are always played as cardboard in personality. Yeah. How much to get you to sing With the Will? Maybe it's just gonna have to get in the queue, and every time we go up 1,000, I'll do a new song. I've never been good with the Will, to be honest. So that's but we'll see how that goes. Look, I mean, let's get to 7 first and get this out of the way, and then we'll see what the future holds. But I mean, 10 is the goal. I would like to get to 10. That's been the goal since I started this whole thing. AJ to 10k.
Yeah.
Hashtag AJ to 10k. So. Huh, hold on. That's is that the first ending from Adventure? I need to go back and check, but that song is definitely familiar. But the music track has gone funky. Oh, it's all low and.
Yes.
And one. Nice. That's a very cute reference.
Ooh, a big scary arm.
That is. That's a big scary arm. Here comes Sadako. No, I'm good. I do have the champion though. So I'll get started on that in a sec. Come on, stop being cute. Or don't. Like you. The first ending of 2020, yeah. Oh! Oh god, what is the purple Cubimon called? Yokomon, isn't it? Which makes sense, because they're at this shrine, so yeah, I think it's Yokomon. That's the one, yeah. Justin confirmed. Not Yokomon as in what Pyokomon was called in the Adventure dub. But, yeah. Why is this franchise never consistent with its naming themes? She's got her confidence back anyway, which is good. Renamon evolution. Yeah, no, yeah, it's a Renamon evolution, but it's a whole different path.
We're all very rude, very annoyed, and going off for a nap. And
Yeah, bye. Yeah.
you like your offering?
Yeah. Want to become an idol.
Like how he's basically cuddling.
Yeah.
What does that look like? From the perspective of someone who can't see it.
They're just mimes talking to themselves. That's a random shot of her thighs, but sure. Oh, of course. There he is. Yeah, I should have done. Kyochi.
You can't pronounce it. No.
So she's just outwardly calling him darling now.
Yeah.
So that's not a thing. That's not going to be like this secret thing, like or this thing she keeps to herself. Yeah. So are we going to be hearing this ending theme also all episode? Digimon isn't trying to hide it. I kind of wanted her to try and hide it.
Yeah, because she seemed embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
And then... it only comes out for a specific...
It seems to be for a certain song, yeah.
Okay.
Sure. That's how that works, I guess. So you can only sing so girls can only sing female vocalist songs. Gotcha. They have to become an official couple by the end or I'll riot. Oh no. Well, we were sort of talking last week about where they might go with her mega level.
Yeah.
Would they Rosemon her? And that's entirely possible. Wellington Batista, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining. Yeah.
Literally Batista.
I was yeah. I was thinking more that guy we ran into in Ace Attorney last night, the other night, right? But like so Dave Batista in that outfit. I like it. I'm getting bad vibes, yeah. Oh. And it ran away.
Bad vibes, it was only strangling her, you know?
Yeah, it was only, it was only choking the life out of her. I hope the evolutions get some meaning behind them. Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh, it's all good. Oh, poor Kyoshiro. Hopefully we haven't scared Wellington off. You are very welcome. Don't mind our ramblings. We're just easily distracted. I think 8 million songs. Or 80 million. I didn't see how many zeros went by. Oh. Oh no! Rory about to get killed Rory about to get murdered in the elevator. Oh no. So what do you think? Is it a jealousy thing? Like, is she going after other girls? You think maybe it's some sort of jealousy thing? Oh, she's forming. Oh boy. Oh god, that's terrifying. Some really good imagery, right? I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Just her right up in the camera screen. Or, that's not how those words work, but just her like right up in front of the camera and her face all distorted. Going all Marek from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Weird special effect in the.
He just learned a new attack.
Yeah.
Are they like Pokemon? Did I learn new attacks by leveling up or some nonsense? Dellywan saying "darling" reminds me of Eb Matako from Versus Night the Moon 40. Lamine? Oh, like, oh, okay, maybe, yeah. Which is just a weird way of saying lemon. Yeah. Aww. So yeah, no, so to your point, what does that look like to someone else walking by and not seeing Angoramon and her nuzzling against him to calm down?
Yeah.
Because she just treats him like a giant teddy bear.
Yeah, and she's like leaning over him, so they must think she's like bowing or something.
It got away. Iron Ma is a diva in the digital. I love this analyzer screen.
You mean us? The people with Digimon?
Which? Oh yeah, yeah.
Why do we have to do things just over?
yeah. Joe's whole character arc was, but why?
Mm-hmm.
And not getting an answer for 52 episodes, a sequel, and 12 movies. I believe so.
Oh, thank you, Justin, for the follow.
He's just getting bullied now. Oh, Kyoshiro. Worry the paranormal phobia here. That is a good question. What would the fourth be? You leave Masaru out of this, right? Because yes, that's a thing. Because of course it was. Like he tried to punch fire one episode. Yeah, a petite Meramon, little fiery ball thing. He tried to punch those, and you know what Demi Meramon did? Laughed at him and split into more Demi Meramon.
That perspective in the card.
Oh yeah.
Cute, but when she's looking right like that, she reminds me of the old lady from.
She seems a lot older in this version than any of the artwork ever seems to portray her. Because I've again, from the card art on screen, she does seem like she's just baby, but here she's very jealous teenager.
Yeah, you're right. She just. I've not seen the personality anyway.
Yeah. And then evolved into Meramon. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
You saw that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
no,
thought
it
that
is
as well.
just
It's just her. It's just her.
clothes.
Yeah.
They did not give her.
No, they didn't give her super boobs. No. No, it was just the flowing of her cowl thing.
Yeah.
Cape. The collar of her cape. They changed her design completely. Same thing they did with Clockmon. Was Clockmon changed completely? Because Clockmon has always been... Clockmon has always had two versions of the artwork. One where it's the clock by itself, and then another where it's the dude with the hammer on top. So, was it changed that much? I'm open to correction on that, but I didn't realize it with Clockmon because there's always been two versions. Also, I do like that Ruri's area is a jungle compared to Hero's more
Or is it just
broken
where they are?
suburbia. Oh,
Or is
maybe.
it just where they are in town?
Possibly. But it gives me hope that if Kyosho ever does it, they're just going to end up underwater. Oh.
Yeah, she seems more of a grown-up.
That was close if... Oh! He's learned a new attack! Okay, so is the Digivice feeding them this information mentally? Because Kyoshiro's look of shock as he's learning these attacks is just like, where is this information coming from? I want to say yes because Clockmon looked creepy.
It's Kaboom time.
Oh, is it Kaboom time? He's just going to evolve to Battle Gabumon, isn't he? This would have been fun if Angoramon evolved because it's
I really
a
like that.
Yuri, it's a Ruri episode. You like which?
That pattern in the.
Oh yeah, the
black-
bubbly, the bubbly stuff. Yeah.
It's unnerving. But
Oh. Oh. Is it? It's just gonna be Battle again, is it? Yeah, it's gonna be just Battle again. Okay.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, once the red came out, it's like, yeah, okay. The OR to the RGB. I don't think it's a design change, but just a style shift. Yeah. Looks like a mental connection. That was close. If this was a dub, they'd do some edits. Yeah, they would. Oh! That's cool. He still looks tiny in Angoramon's hands. Like he may as well.
He looks really tall.
Yeah, he just already looks really tall, but now he just
He's
may
still
as
a baby.
he may as well just be regular Gamamon.
I was just thinking, maybe because he was covered with this black mass of whatever it was, something bad was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Or something different.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting Gulus Gamamon yet, but
And I'm
I think that's
hoping-
I still think that's coming.
Yeah.
Oh. And I thought my singing voice was bad.
The hero.
Go, hero! It goes beyond
Beyond
the
a cursed
voice.
Oh.
Amazing. She doesn't seem to, but she's enjoying this. The psychopath. What?
Her boots or her feet?
No, those are feet. But she's wearing like corsets on her legs, and I don't get that.
Yeah, but it looks like her legs go into boots, but then they're feet.
But then they're bird, yeah, 'cause they're bird feet, yeah.
We're gonna have another understanding.
Yeah. We're
Fly away.
doing the understanding thing again, and
Oh.
It has to look. We know. Look, I'm not going to go into the spoilers that we talked about, but we know what's coming back, and it has the tone of the show has to shift from there. So I'm willing to let it go, but if it doesn't start happening from then, I'm going to be very worried.
I'm gonna lose a point.
Yeah.
I just pictured what she looked like without the mask, and her eyes are way too far apart.
Yeah, they are. Well, good. You know, she's not meant to be person. So
yeah, I know, but if
I
she
mean,
was
that's her.
if she was person, her eyes would be out here. It didn't turn her stomach.
Yeah, you sure it didn't turn her stomach? Glad I didn't have to undo the seal.
The only thing that sounds cool.
I think so. Although I still really want the seal to be undone when Jellymon evolves. Like him undoing the bandage triggers the evolution somehow. Aww. Aw. Don't be mean to the baby. What does that even mean, Angoramon? We're starting to address the idea that evolution is temporary. I like that. I don't know where they're going to go with it, but I do like the idea that they're at least addressing here, wait a minute, evolution should just be growth. So he sings as nicely as me. I hated how they changed her personality by the end of the episode. She was trying to hurt people, but then she was like, I was just trying to sing for others. And yeah, it's a bit like, you don't go from strangling somebody to whatever the end, whatever that ending was.
Yeah, like she was really trying to get people to listen to her, but in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But then she just.
But this isn't even like the Mummymon thing or even the Pumpkinmon thing, right? Where it's like they mixed up how they should go about making friends or learning about medicine or whatever. She was straight up haunting and strangling people and squeezing the life out of them.
Yeah, to force them
to. And then as soon as Hero, ruins our eardrum, she's like, oh, actually, I'm at fault here. And off she goes. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Oh, he creepy looking. Yadagaramon, let's fucking go! Pardon my language. Bird. The episode title is just Bird. Tori. I saw it as her capturing them to force them to listen to her, but her song can be considered an attack. Yeah. Give the evolution a timer like Atmon. I like that gimmick. I didn't really like that gimmick in Atmon, and I'm not sure I want to see it repeated. Don't transfer gimmicks between instances of the different animes. I wouldn't say it was a personality shift, just another using the wrong method to get the results. Yeah, but this is like the third time they've done that now, and it's losing the effect of, oh, it was a misunderstanding.
It didn't feel like there was.
No.
I don't feel like.
Use Edamon voice to stop them. Now you listen here. Edamon is the king of rock and roll, baby. And he'll put you all down with the dark network, huh? Oh yeah. Maybe she's bipolar. I'm not touching that. Yeah, like it was
with Mummymon, they kind of went, no, this is what you're doing, and this is why it's wrong.
Yeah, and they were able
Whereas
to
this was
explain
just,
like time has moved on and medicine has evolved and everything. Yeah.
But with her, I really just felt like, oh, that made me happy. Songs are meant to be.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. Oh. And you know, and it was doing so well. It was a good episode up until, like, the episode was still good. I'm not gonna say it was a bad episode because I didn't like the ending. I just don't like the ending, and I do feel that takes away from the overall tone of the episode, because we're doing this thing now where it's build up, fake hands and move. Like Gamamon hasn't deleted anything yet.
Yeah.
And you know, we might need to start looking at that soon. I appreciate this idea of, you know, defeating enemies in different ways, and we've talked about that a couple of times already.
But now they're defeating the same way.
Yeah, no, but it's the same way every week.
Like, I know this is a
6.
6. Still.
Yeah, I'm hoping by, what did we have the spoilers up to? 8? 9? Yeah. But by that point, I'm hoping that's where we get the shift in tempo. And, you know, they just go all out. You know.
This was filler, but...
Yeah, and that really does bring it down. Like, I would rank this lower than the Pumpkinmon episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is, because as you say, it's filler, but it's an episode we've already seen.
Yeah.
And so, like, it didn't really do anything.
She was creepy, but...
Yeah, she was, like, genuinely, I like that they made her less, actually, you know what, maybe this plot would have worked if they had left her baby and didn't age her up.
I feel like if
because there would have been sort of a childish innocence to it. Yeah. Apparently they have till Ep 11 to tie the kickoff with Sabers. Yeah, that's true. Yami brings up good points. Season 5 is basically this up until episode 11, and then the plot kicks in hard. Like, it's like a 180 tonally on how the plot kicks in.
Yeah.
So I hadn't really considered that, but yeah, but
there is some sameness.
There is a lot. Like, it's how they're getting to that point, which I'm still enjoying. I just don't like that the result ends up being the same, but I am enjoying the journey to get there. Like, Puppetmon and Mummymon and even Sirenmon, they've very different, like, even though the template for the episode is the same, the journey you go on with each of those antagonists is very different. They found a way to sort of keep the formula fresh, but it's still a formula, and we do sort of need to start seeing this tonal shift, or even
it is gonna be,
yeah, or even if they'd done this episode and Angoramon evolved instead of instead of Gamamon.
Yeah,
because Gamamon was getting into a fight there and had to take a hit before Hero's bracelet went off. So what if it didn't? And Rory, because she was the one who wanted to meet the ghost, and now it's backfired again. You know, similar to Dracmon. What if that triggered something? You know,
yeah.
Well, if I think about it, it would be far more disturbing if they find real corpses and Hormone after they find that a lot of Digimon can be reasoned with. You've had the nod and sprinkle of something. Hold on. You've had the nod, and sprinkles of something more would be the equivalent of Savers episode 3. Yeah? After all, first they learn that Digimon aren't really bad, then they find a true psycho. Yeah, and I think we're going to see that as Dracmon and Clockmon start to come back. And it's a slow build, but like we are building toward Gulus Gamamon. And what I do like is, even though this was fillery, And Goromon's weird ramblings at the end of the episode, you know, they're starting to question why is evolution only temporary. And I don't know where they'd go with that. Enough letting Digimon go, need to see some Digimon dying. Yes and no. Like, I'm torn on that, because I do like the idea of, not that I've turned into the 0-2 cast or anything, but I do like this change of pace where it isn't just who can attack the biggest. But you can't do that for 10 episodes straight.
Yeah. You can't do anything for too many episodes.
No. Yeah. Sabers kicks off at Ep 11, but they had that Toma Masaru trip to the digital world to break it up. Yeah, no. I got what you were referring to. I'm just wondering how what this show's equivalency to that would be, because none of the protagonists are antagonistic against each other yet. We might get a fourth character down the road. I'd love to see a crossover with the guy from the new manga, the guy with the Pulsemon. Yeah. Because in theory, he should have one of these, just the green one. That'd be fun. Well, I mean, it was a.
I know he was only in one panel.
Yeah, it was a panel cameo, but it shows that they stay in the universe. Yeah.
In the same town.
And you know, the character designs are by the same artist, so. That sounded wrong, but you're not wrong. Maybe I'm a bit over dramatic, but I'm afraid of the episodic nature of this scene. Coming from adventure, I've been feeling we find my father as the new find the holy Digimon. I don't know, because they haven't talked. Like, Hiro met Angoramon and went, "Do you know about my dad?"
Yeah.
And he hasn't brought him up since.
Yeah, he asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Angoramon. But and that was kind of it. So I don't
think he said anything.
No, because Jellymon was too busy tormenting everybody for him to, to even try. Yeah, we saw Kakatorimon die in episode favorite. Yeah, but you don't have to delete the Digimon for the episode to be good. But the conflicts need to start being resolved in other ways. Even if you're not deleting the Digimon, the conflicts need to start being resolved in a way that's not, oh, this has been a misunderstanding, or you're going about X situation the entirely wrong way. There needs to be a consequence for this stuff. Yeah. Because, again, in that karaoke room, people are getting tied up and injured and everything else. And it's just being...
Forgave her and let her go.
Yeah, they kind of just forgave her and let her go, and it's kind of being brushed aside. I don't, obviously, look, I hate to say this, but we're not the demographic for the show, right? So I really doubt the show is going to turn around and have all that trauma just bottle, and all these people who've been hurt, coming back, revisiting that in the future. It'd be really fun if they did. But I feel like you need to you're targeting a different age group at that point. I feel like even though the journey to get to where we were was different enough, we've still seen this episode twice now, at least. He tried to ask Yokomon and he left. Oh, okay, I must have missed that while we were chatting. Now with Sirenmon, Hiro said, I forgot to ask you something. Sirenmon left. Yeah, okay, that's fair. No, look, I'll give you that. But I don't... This at least has a purpose, I think, because Hiro's dad created the Digivices and is trapped already in the digital world. The Holy Digimon was a vague concept in the beginning from Savers. In Adventure 2020. It was a vague, it was there, we got a flashback of this big holy war, and then they kind of retconned themselves out of it partway through the show. I don't think it's the same thing. Yet. There's always a chance in a couple of weeks I'll go, okay, enough of this. But for now, I don't think it's intrusive enough on the plot, because it is the plot. It's not intruding on anything else that could be happening on the show, because the main idea was that well, Hiro's dad left Gamamon. He went, here, raise this. He's your brother now. And Hiro went, I guess I'll try and find you then. To find out why. So, like, it's... At least...
The only place he's gonna get his answer.
It's potentially from Digimon.
There's nowhere else he can ask you.
Yeah. Let's see. Hiro needs to do some detective work, do some sleuthing. Yeah. Yeah, I know, I'm gonna... Hiro not being the one to resolve it would be a shakeup. Yeah, and that's the same. Like, even if Angoramon evolved this episode, or even if... Like... Even if they took Rory's line about, well, it's a female vocalist, I'll sing it. Even if she sang... Like, I get what they went for. They went for the comic relief. Hiro sings like a bag of cats.
Yeah.
Get, like... And that's fun. But if Rory resolved it instead of Hiro for a change, like
solved it
last week, kind of.
But it was also
yeah.
So he had to, I guess.
He had to, yeah. It was that.
He had to be the one to apologize.
Yeah, that, or the dragon was probably going to eat him or something. It's a tough position to be in because we're only 6 episodes in, and I don't want to say. I'm not going to be the person who says the whole show is bad, because we're only 6 episodes in. We don't have enough information to go on yet.
We don't.
No, I don't think we do. No. So it all depends on whether this slow burn, and I think that's a lot, like, coming from Adventure 2020 as well. Adventure 2020 was very, fight. An episode that's kind of half filler. Fight. There wasn't really any room for the characters to breathe and develop as characters. A huge issue that, I think 90% of us had with Adventure 2020. There are obviously people who enjoyed it, and awesome. Happy for them. This is so much more of a slow burn that it is kind of it is a mood whiplash, and I appreciate why it's not for everybody in that respect. At the end, he tried to ask Saruman, but he forgot to do it. Saruman's already gone. I remember reading some interviews of Ghost Game before the first episode aired, and they mentioned Ghost Game being horror-themed and episodic. I'm a bit afraid of that. Running gag. Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's like a lot of shows. There's an overarching story. There's monsters.
Yeah.
And just how they got into it then end up focusing too much on Monster of the Week,
and not
then
enough.
You lose the plot.
Yeah, and that's kind of what happened with 2020.
Yeah.
And look, there's probably a lot of mitigating circumstances because 2020 came out, the pandemic had just hit. I'm sure, and we learned from the DVDs for 2020 that there was a couple of plot points that they had to rewrite or they couldn't execute. But it is just such a mood whiplash. There's only 7 Digidestined. I thought there was only 4. Taichi, Yamato, Hikari, and Takaru. I thought there was only 4. Where'd the other 3 come? Oh wait, no, Mimi. So 5. Yeah, no, can't forget Queen Mimi. What is this Sora you're talking about? Sora from Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, what if someone died in the karaoke room to raise the stakes, or it's too early? I don't think they'll do it. If someone dies, you're getting that off screen and alluded to. You're not going to see it. You're not.
Went to.
Yeah. They got sent to the Shadow Realm. Which arguably is worse than just dying. Because that was always something with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dub. Oh, we'll send you. We can't kill characters, so what can we do? Oh, just burn their souls for eternity. Are you sure that's not worse? Well, we're not saying they're dead. They can be redeemed from hell. God, the chat's flying here. With Majiramon, it wasn't really a misunderstanding exactly. Kyoshiro had to beg for pardon on his knees. Yeah, because Kyoshiro, he set up all the talismans and then Jellymon turned them all into cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
So, it was kind of sort of, but not really Kyoshiro's fault. So him resolving the episode in that way made sense, and seeing Kyoshiro and Jellymon work together to take down all the talismans was really fun. I do wonder if Kyoshiro got to keep any of the Bitcoin though. Hokuto creating the Digivices and being trapped in the digital world sounds kind of like Daimon Suguru in a way, but kind of different. Yeah, also Haru's grandfather, yeah, from Applemon, Denemon? Yeah, yeah, so Grandpa Denemon, you know, kind of similar situation, so we are retreading ideas in that respect, and that's fine. The Digivice shouldn't, you know, I'm okay with the Digivice not always being a holy artifact, but, you know, science going, hey, we can connect with technology, because it's a technology-driven franchise. You know, it makes sense. What if... Alright, so Desmond says, what if it isn't the holy Digimon, but the unholy Digimon, aka the demon lords and the evil beast type Digimon? That would be an interesting twist on the formula as a whole, and I wonder, because we are working towards Gulus Gamamon, he's in the poster, you know, he's the only Gamamon evolution on the poster, which is interesting. But we still need the tone to shift, because right now, Gamamon, baby as he is, and adorable, and I love him so, and I've had Gamamon for 6 episodes now, but if anything were to happen to him, I would murder each and every person here. That's how that quote goes, right? Something to that effect. Anyway, he has like 3 catchphrases. I'm gonna go kaboom, I'm getting bad vibes, and chocolate, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, but the 2 main ones are, right, you're giving me bad vibes and I'm gonna go kaboom. The tone needs to shift for Gamamon to go kaboom, or we need to be building to that subtly in the episodes, and we don't seem to be. But the
Kaboom.
yeah. But like every week he says it and then something happens, and I wonder, are we going to start alluding to this now? Is it going to start happening? Because episode 1 we saw the silhouette and Clockmon was terrified, so it needs to we need to just start building toward this if he's going to be the villain of the first arc. And that's still an idea that I'm in love with. I'm in love with the idea of making the partner Digimon the villain, because that is different, and that is going to be a tonal shift when it happens. Like, I don't want it to be a case of like what happened in Tri, when Merciful Mode chopped Ordinemon into pieces and Tailmon just fell out of it. I want this to actually be Gamamon.
Yeah.
Because that's a tonal shift, and that's a, how do you deal with the idea of potentially destroying your own partner? You know,
That's scary.
that is, you know, we're
scary.
not all the Digimon Kaiser,
Yeah.
you know, who just went, yeah, sure, whatever. But okay, he didn't exactly do that, but may as well have. In the Kaiser persona, he'd have happily killed Wormmon, I think. I know, Wormmon is baby. Wormmon, my baby. Okay, so let's have a look here. Yeah, the Sora. Oh, I said the Sora conversation. Something wrong with the sky. Clever. To be fair, Mimi and Joe had more screen time than Yamato in the second half of 2020. Yeah, Yamato just fell off a cliff. He evolved to win a race and fell off a cliff.
Mimi the protagonist.
Wasn't Mimi the protagonist? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Mimi Adventure 2020. It was a much better show. It had like 6 episodes and they were the best. Yeah, a life of eternal suffering in the Shadow Realm sounds bad. But yeah, but it felt
It's
like...
actually really scary when...
Oh, in the hourglass thing?
Hourglass, that's the one I can't
Yeah.
remember the name of it.
Well, no, it was a big triangle. It was like a
Yeah.
diamond hourglass thing.
Yeah. That was more scary than Hatch.
Yeah.
But like last week, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, someone on Twitter, that our artistic painting image of Majiramon and the arrows coming down on Kyoshiro. Someone stitched that together, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. I should have loaded it into OBS, but it's just seeing it all as one image. Oh, it's mwah, chef's kiss.
I'll let Ray go back to the picture.
Oh yeah, Majiramon, yeah.
Digimon as well. So check that out.
There you go. Shout outs, shout outs were deserved. Awesome artwork as ever. Let's see then. Sleek would love to see a gag running character. Isn't that just Kyoshiro? Isn't Kyoshiro our gag character? Like, he's important to the plot. He's not like the he's not like the not Mysterious Man. God, what's his the Mr. Saiton in Applemon. The one who goes no every episode. He gets into shenanigans and goes no. He looks like Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball.
That didn't.
No? Okay, hold on, chat. We're doing this live. I need to remember. Oh, you'll know when I hold on. I'll show you. Dan. No.
Oh, the guy who ends up at the pyramids when he tries to get the train to. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who looks like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we don't need another one of those, but I think Kyoshiro, the caught up man, that's the one, the caught up man. We don't need like another one of him. But Kyoshiro is our running gag, with Jellymon just bullying him every week now. Like, that whole thing where Kyoshiro runs out of the booth and Jellymon's like, oh, but darling, we haven't even gotten started yet. Like, and just trolling the crap out of him. Like, that is our running gag for the next 50 odd episodes. Yeah, this dude. So, where is OBS gone? Murder everyone here and myself. That's the end of the quote. Yeah.
Earthball.
I could answer that a certain way without we. Hey everyone, does Gamamon's champion count? Count in what way? Maybe if we see Clockmon again, we may see Gabamon go kaboom. I won't touch on episode spoilers, but it's certainly a theory we were talking about last week. I don't recall one time where I saw 2020 Yamato pull out a harmonica. Oh god. Might actually be right on that one. No. He had a badass cape for a couple of episodes, but Taichi did the badass cape thing back in 1996. So, as a catchphrase.
Chocolate.
Oh, the chocolate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking champion level. I was like, Metal Gamamon. What do you count as what? But yeah, like that's like one of the three one of the three. The Psycho, the champion, and then I'm gonna go kaboom, and you're giving me bad vibes. Like that's the, But we need to start building up to that kaboom, because if it just happens because reasons, I'm gonna be so upset.
Yeah, there needs.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Like even if it's like I don't
Like,
mind
you
this show
can't
being
just-
a slow burn,
Yeah.
but slow burn.
Yeah, I don't want the arc villain to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he have a harmonica in one of the outros? Completely musicless and yeah, that doesn't count. if it's not on screen playing bad music that Gabumon is vibing to, it doesn't count. Alright, so I guess we'll jump to the ranking.
Yeah.
and then we'll get into comments and such, because I feel like we've already again, and I feel like we've exhausted what we can say about this episode because we've already said it for Mummymon and Hum.
Yeah, basically.
So let's jump to the ranking system. I'll bring it up in OBS so the chat can see. Oh, lower that. Okay. So, oh, hold on. That's the ranking side of it. We'll touch on that in a sec as well.
Okay.
The curse song. I'm gonna go with score first because I don't know about favorite character. I want to say Jellymon again, but I feel like that's cheating. I mean, we are a Jellymon stan account, but that feels like it's cheating. I'm gonna say 3. But I enjoyed it. The ending made me enjoy it less than the Pumpkinmon episode. But the build up to that point I enjoyed more than the Pumpkinmon episode.
Yeah.
Because I thought Sirenmon was more scary than Pumpkinmon. Although Pumpkinmon was pulling people away. You know, like
that was
yeah, but that was
literally
more
dragging
literally
corners,
dragging them into corners, yeah. But I don't know if that's scary or funny. Really hope we get an arc. Trying to be slow, not spoilers. I'm trying not to talk about spoilers.
Did we?
Probably the
the
episode titles. Oh, but they don't give anything away. But 9 probably does. Oops. Sorry. Close your eyes, pretend you didn't see it. So if I'm giving this episode a 3, I have to weigh it against the Pumpkinmon episode because we also gave that a 3. And I'm in a position where I don't like the ending. The ending makes me like it less than the Pumpkinmon episode, but I think Sirenmon as an antagonist was better than Pumpkinmon. Because Pumpkinmon's was more comedic villainry.
No, I think she was fine.
Hero started singing.
No.
Oh,
honest.
when they started fighting, right? Okay,
She was
so you
fine
got that
when
part.
she got.
Okay. So okay, well look, we'll let you go first then. What are you gonna score it? Okay. Right, well then we won't cower out and we'll go with full numbers. We'll make a decision.
I don't know if
Oh really?
yeah,
Oh.
it was 2. And really say me a bit of
I'll lower the 3. Controversial. Oh, we've got some controversy on the channel once more, chat.
That's what I'm saying. Like I already have a 0.5 in there.
Okay, well look, if you want to round down to what, 2.5? 2.8?
Yeah.
You're gonna be really stubborn on this? What way are you gonna go?
I feel like 2 was slightly harsh.
You're gonna meet it in the middle? Oh, wow!
Viewing all the averages.
Oh, wow! Okay. And what about favorite character then? Rory? Okay. That is a... Yeah, I like that she sort of got her confidence back in wanting to meet ghosts again.
Yeah, let's hunt all the ghosts.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go higher than you. I think I like this episode about as much as the Pumpkinmon episode. Because I think the two balance themselves out. Boom and the bad vibes of them. Probably. 3 seems fair this episode. Yeah. Oh, I think it balances out the Pumpkinmon episode where comedic horror in some like Pumpkinmon stabbing faces.
Yeah, that was.
You know, it's like again, like it's kind of like, oh no.
Your face is like going.
Yeah. But you know, because I'm just then imagining like it's like that, and then you see the knife get like this close to Hero's eye, and you're like, oh wait, hold on a minute.
Yeah, I found that.
Yeah. Or coming through the TV all statico like.
Well, it was more arm than anything.
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm okay with giving it a 3. And favorite character, Jellymon. It was Jellymon though. Like that whole thing of
as long
like,
as the list just doesn't go Jellymon, I think you'll be okay.
That's gonna be tough because she's still the best character on the show. Jellymon has the potential to be this show's Mimi 2020, and she may as well be the protagonist. We vary. Well, no. Well, and
the first time someone's got double.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. This, yeah. So I'm gonna go with Jellymon because, like, there was even that line where she's like, "Yeah, we could have died." I'm just like, "Wait, what?" And she's like relishing in it, like like Jellymon just relishing in all the shenanigans they're getting into, on top of just being like, "Oh, darling, you're so cute. We haven't even started yet." Oh, it's she's like the best. Okay, so then I suppose we'll look at ranking the episode then, because if I give it a 3, I'm gonna leave it under the Pumpkinmon episode.
Yeah.
And I suppose for you then it works out as well because it's gonna be under the Pumpkin. So as you can see, our rankings of the episodes are very similar, even if they are actually exactly the same, just scoring differently. And in theory we should have the same average because
I have 2 points.
Yeah, and I have a full number and a full number to counterweight that. You're 0.5 above me here and below me there. So our average is probably the same. Yeah. That's it. So, interesting. So, you know, look, to be fair, to get to episode 6 and go, that was okay, or it wasn't great, or whatever, that is interesting on its own. You know, that at least it wasn't out the gate, and there was a lot of enjoyment to it, and this is potentially just a blip, but it really depends on, like, we've seen that really creepy guy in the trailer, right? So the idea that a human that possibly doesn't have a Digivice is working with Yatagaramon is actually very intriguing to me, because Drachmon did say, well, I would just give it to an awful human and work together when talking about the Digivice. So if we're going to start seeing that, where, you know, humans and Digimon are somehow interacting without the Digimon realizing into the world, or being able to see them without a Digivice, not like, as long as they explain it well, I think it's an interesting concept. But as long as they explain it in a way that doesn't retcon what they've already told us, because Jellymon realizing herself did go against the whole Drachmon not being able to touch anything thing. But you could argue that, well, it's her chip and her Digivice and her partner. There's probably an exception to the rule. You know, if it's your thing, you're probably able to interact with it on some level. But or doesn't really. Yeah, I mean, when Savers did this, the Digimon were coming in fully realized. There was no hologram ghost or no invisible Digimon that had to be brought over in some respect. They were just coming through, you know, and sometimes you got a dude who teamed up with a Dromodramon and they thought it'd be fun to tunnel into banks. You know, it's because that stuff makes sense, you know, because Digimon in that show were very much affected by human energy, and like the whole point of that show is the human spirit and emotion and the soul and Digimon reacting to the soul and all of that stuff. So
Yeah.
within the context of how that's presented, makes perfect sense. But we're seeing Yatagaramon not realize he's a hologram. He's still in hologram form. The crows are all going crazy, or the ravens, the blackbirds, whatever they are. Probably crows, because Yatagara. But then we're seeing this really creepy dude in the trailer as well, who is maybe acting on behalf of Yatagaramon, or maybe being possessed by him in some way. Well, it's let me pull his profile up again, because we kind of looked at Yatagaramon last week, but I did. Wikimon Yatagaramon. Yeah, well, it is like it's where we saw Yokomon earlier, like the purple Cubimon, and it's a very magical being in that respect. The bewitching bird, possessing 3 large legs, it is a bizarre bewitching bird Digimon. Although its jet black body presents an evil image to those who see it, it is told that it is the Digimon who guides the chosen to the Golden Land. In the Eastern Digital World, the Eastern Digital World is a region where there are still many mysteries. It is said the Golden Land is protected by multiple sacred barriers. Hyrule? Although it is said that with Yatagaramon's guidance, the barriers will be released. Traditionally, only those who surmount the 3-fold trials submitted by Yatagaramon will finally arrive at the Golden Land, and it is told that those who are not able to endure the trials are dispatched to the dark area. Kinda? You know, but like, so Yatagaramon they might twist the lore here. And what I imagine is Yatagaramon has set this human tasks, and maybe we'll see the 3-fold trials and something to do with the birds, and they seem to be attacking people and breaking cages and different things. So yeah, like they could do something like that where the human thinks, oh, the Golden Land, it's heaven, etc., etc., fails the trial and risks getting deleted or sent to the dark area or whatever. And they'll probably twist around the lore there, just because they've picked a very menacing looking Digimon to be the antagonist next week. And again, it's also a perfect level. So while I'm liking that we're seeing all these perfect levels show up, it does sort of, but that's it, isn't it? Like, it's a perfect level, which means we're probably not going to see Yatagaramon get deleted next week. Spoilers, I guess, based on the show's own history. Speculation. Or considering they're both shrine heavy, Yokomon may return to cameo next week. That'd be fun. I'd be okay with Yokomon turning back up. That'd be really fun. But the purple Cubimon.
Oh yeah.
Not to be confused with Pyokomon. So Sora's plant thing turns into Piyomon, which got called Yokomon in the English dub, so they took the P off the Pyokomon and then turned Piyomon into Biomon. I hate this franchise and its naming. It just pick a side, damn it.
You think if they were changing it?
Something like that. Yeah, Byokomon. Yeah, that would have been fun.
Don't mess with anything.
Yeah, kids are smarter than these companies give them credit for. But I think so. I think we'll get into the comments from last week. We'll get ready to move on out. Okay, well look, let me get last week's comments up, and then we'll have a bit more banter with the chat, which we tend to do while we're answering the comments and questions and things, and we'll have ourselves a good evening. I have no work tomorrow, so we can run a bit longer. Oh yeah. Last week we got armor Digimon, but when was the last time we got an enemy adult level Digimon? Yeah, even Sirenmon's a perfect. Like, so like that's like, I wish they would address it, that there's a power level difference and that's why they're not deleting anything. But no, we're just having misunderstandings, and I wish the power levels would come into it, or at least be acknowledged. Because it's at the moment, even though they're perfect levels and we only have one adult level, it's very Cross Wars. In Cross Wars, the leveling system didn't matter. A Digimon was chosen based on the situation that's suited to be an antagonist. So it's like mega levels against what would technically be champions for adult levels, things like that. Power levels didn't matter. If you fit the situation, you got chosen. And that was, and people didn't like that.
Like even killer, or not killer, but can't this level.
Yeah,
it's
something like that.
He's the explanation guy, so
yeah,
it would make sense for him to be.
Or when the black bubbly stuff hit Gamamon, before instead of Gamamon shouting out for hero, if even like you say with Angoramon, that like, look, this is a perfect level, you need to evolve so we can stand a chance against it. Something just, but I don't think we're ever going to acknowledge the levels outside of the analyzer.
Yeah.
I just don't think we're going to.
They don't need to matter though, because we're
yeah.
Maybe they'll come in.
One thing I am wondering about Gulus Gamamon, before we get to the comments from last week, one thing I am wondering about Gulus, and the chat is free to weigh in on this, because Gulus Gamamon just looks like Black Betel Gamamon, what if Gamamon doesn't get his other two evolutions this arc? What if they don't happen until after Gulus? Like, maybe it's a case where Betel has been corrupted, and that's what caused Gulus, so he can't access that form, and that's where Wizen and Chaos come from.
Yeah.
Chat, feel free to weigh in.
Red one. Like a corrupt, so you get one.
I suppose it really depends on what they do with Gulus after that. Like, but it's just because the two are so, they're like, because those two are the mirror image of each other, where the other two aren't. Like, one looks like a Vmon evolution, and the other one's a Triceratops with railgun horns.
Yeah.
So maybe something to do with the mirror imaging of the two. Maybe that'll play into things, but be wary of Angoramon becoming the king of exposition like Koshiro was in 2020. Yeah, like, but Angoramon's exposition isn't solving the story. Yeah, he's making riddles out of it. Like, he knows some stuff, but he doesn't seem to know everything. Because even he's like, why is Gamamon de-evolving all the time? So, we are touching on that at least. Evolving. I think it's the same thing. I'm used to it as de-digivolve. So in my mind, I take digivolve out of it, and my brain goes de-evolve.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's an interchangeable thing. It's probably an American European, like aluminium and aluminum. Aluminium is the correct word. Anyway. So comments from last. Have a go. I'm just gonna pull them up. Bonded filter off of things. Um, no. Oh, okay. We've only 3 comments from last week's episode. Fair enough. Okay, so the first comment was really just was Iker apologizing for not being able to make the stream last week. That's cool. Look, you know, life gets in the way, and nobody should ever feel bad for not being able to make it. I appreciate it. You know, but you know, we'll see you all again. So we'll start with Pedja's comment then. So Pedja last week said, episode was great, a 4.5 for me. Jellymon is freaking amazing, one of the best partner Digimon introduced so far. Yoshiro is great too, he has very similar character as Joe. Yeah, we've seen fan art, the two. Yeah, remember the thing I showed you of Kyoshiro and Joe being scared out of their wits, and Jellymon and Bukamon are just laughing at them?
Yeah.
So yeah, people are making that connection. It's very good. They need to start killing evil Digimon already. I know Majiramon is not evil, but if in episode 6 we get another good misunderstood Digimon, like with Mummymon and Pumpkinmon, it starts to get a little annoying. Yeah, and that we've touched on that a bit this evening. I hope we see Angoramon's champion in episode 6. I'd have liked that. I'd have probably scored the episode higher if Angoramon had evolved. But those spoilers, I will come back to you on the spoilers in the comment itself. I don't want to spoil it for people who weren't here last week for the discussion on the spoilers, but we'll get into that another day. Let me take a look at the chat. At the minute, Angoramon is the source of all our info, so it's a very fine line to do. Yeah, but he just seems. Now, maybe I'm making my own narrative here, but Angoramon comes across as very traveled.
Yes.
So his information seems to be from experience rather than having a laptop in front of him.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know if he's in danger of becoming the Koshiro. There you go. I'm just gonna call him Izzy.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's in danger of being the Izzy of the show just yet. Because so far his information just seems to be because he comes across as a very mature and traveled, learned Digimon. Because even, again, as we touched on, the end of this episode, the idea of evolution only being temporary was very much a mystery to him. So it does show that there's things even he doesn't know, which is fine and fun and allows for character growth and development as the plot unravels and everyone learns together, etc., etc. I didn't know the word degenerate was a thing until Dawn and Dusk. I always wanted to know when an unpartnered Digimon evolves, does it choose the path it goes into? I will hydrate. I think we've seen instances of it being both. I'm struggling to pull a direct example, but I can't imagine that we haven't seen something go, I'm going to turn into this and I'm going to be unstoppable, versus the evolution just happens and it's, well, this is my new body now and the story carries on. I would be shocked if we haven't. I'm 90% sure we've seen both of those situations unfold. But Impmon didn't, but more environmental factors probably inspired his. Oh yeah, no, I get that. I wasn't even thinking of Impmon. Impmon seems to be the one who it was random because of environmental factors, and he just went awesome. You know, his gluttony certainly played a part in that, and that is all I will say on that. We all know what Impmon falls in. You even.
I
You
was
have-
just. Because you said gluttony, so I just pictured him like out like this.
Turning the podcast off. Meg knows more than she lets on. But Meg does know what Impmon turns into, and she hasn't even made it that far into Tamers yet.
I don't know. That's what my brain
Really?
pictured.
Really? You know?
When you-
I'd have put money on the
No, I
because
actually don't.
because it's one of those things.
No, I don't.
Beelzebub.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh,
But
fair
or
enough.
if I did,
Spoilers, I guess.
I've not remembered. But no, just because you said gluttony.
Oh, that was a joke because he's the demon lord of gluttony.
Yeah. Yeah, you were sure.
Yeah.
No, I didn't make that connection.
Oh no, yeah, no, this is Impmon.
Yeah, we were looking.
The figure on the
Figured,
bike.
yeah. Yeah, no, I.
Oh, fair enough.
But,
Oh, that's my bad.
I was just picturing a big fat.
So, yeah, so Impmon to Wizardmon to Balmon to Beelzemon. Could be Beelzemon 2020, but either 2010, but either works. Beelzemon 2010 looks like this. He gets armor and a big F-off gun. As a tiny image. No, God.
Oh, that.
Yeah. That is a big gun indeed. So, and then he gets and he also gets a girlfriend in 2010. This one I know you know.
Oh, I know. I know.
Tits McGee herself, Mervamon. Anyway. Not like his mega isn't one of those ones that's plastered everywhere. Also true. I always thought Beelzemon was envy instead of gluttony. No, the demon lord of envy is Leviamon. The big red crocodile looking thing. The longest I always wondered what took Impmon to evolve. I didn't. It all happened off screen. Don't think he officially got one when it first appeared. No. Alright, so the other comment then from last week is it's Justin's from 8 hours ago. So alright, so Justin says, in regards to episode 5, I really love this episode and I think it's the most scared that we've seen Kyoshiro so far. Oh yeah. And we finally have Jellymon Sama. Once you get past the harassment, she's actually pretty cute. Jellymon is really interesting as a character. The way she acts and the way she speaks come off as sassy to me. Yeah. I
think the harassment just fits perfect.
Hashtag Jellymon is over party. So the other interesting thing is if you listen to how she speaks in Japanese, instead of using words like watashi for I or me or anata for you, uses me and you in English instead. She also has a habit of ending her sentences with sa in Japanese. Oh, I'll have to go back and listen for that. Minute little things we don't pick up on because we're reacting.
Yeah.
So that's fun. As for the episode, I felt like there was an inconsistency as for what the Digimon can and can't touch in their non-physical forms. Yeah, we touched on that as well. However, I did enjoy seeing Majiramon lead a pack of armor Digimon and destroy everything just because of Kyoshiro's actions. Now, at the end of the episode when Jellymon gave Kyoshiro, sorry. I keep saying Kyoshiro and my brain is trying to say Koshiro. So I might have to
Calling him Keith.
well, that, or I might have to perfect and mega this and just refer to Koshiro as Izzy going forward.
Yeah.
And revert to the dub naming. So now at the end of the episode when Jellymon gave Kyoshiro that gaze and called him darling, it makes me feel like they're going with the whole if a girl picks on you it means she has a crush on you thing. We kind of touched on that last week. We wondered if, because looking at Tesla, because we did get into a conversation last week where Tesla Jellymon isn't drawn sexily. She's like, and as a champion level, she probably shouldn't. But we did wonder, like, would they go a sort of a Rosemon, Mervamon kind of design as she went further up the evolution line? And if they are going to run with this thing where only I can pick on you, and she gets very protective of him in that respect, I could see it happening. I don't know if I'd be for it as a story beat. I'm not sure I'm into that, because, you know, her base form looks like it's 12.
Well, her looks like
and Tesla
his age.
and Tesla looks his age, but Tesla just doesn't have defining features either.
Yeah.
Like Tesla Jellymon doesn't even look like a bigger Jellymon.
Yeah, she looks slightly older, but
no. Do
yeah.
I still have? No, that's that image. I still have it built into OBS. I'm gonna just bring that image up that we. Where is that gone? There it is. Right. So like you can see Jellymon in there, but she doesn't look like a grown-up Jellymon. Like, cause her skin is all frayed and coming apart from her and such. So
I said like.
Yeah. So I don't know where they're gonna go with this darling stuff and the relationship and whatever. I don't think they have the fortitude, shall we say, to do an interspecies thing, particularly not for the demographic this will be aimed at. The fan fiction, though, I'm worried will run a mile with this.
Oh, it probably.
It probably already is, yeah. I have a better time saying Higashimatarai now. Higashimatarai, yeah. Hiro, Ruri, and Kyo. That way they all have 4 letters in their names. Oh yeah, Hiro, Ruri, Kyo. Yeah, that works. Dare I? Well, Meg is doing a sleuthing, and Meg is doing a cyber sleuthing, and I'm very worried. But yeah, no, yeah, like, would they go, or would they turn that into a Rosemon-esque jellyfish? Because even Calamaramon still has monstrous elements to her, and she's a giant kraken, but not something I want to give too much brain power to, because I'm already worried about what the internet will do if any of it even looks like it's going to come to fruition. I like the idea of her calling him darling just because she's protective and in a state of only I may pick on you, and it's just her trolling him.
Ooh.
Oh no.
On AO3. Because usually they put a slap. And it's but it has Kiyoshiro Kalimon, and then it's a /Hero Wint.
Yeah, like
So,
Hero.
then...
Yeah, okay. Can we not ship the children? Like, remember, these are children. Let's not ship the children. You know, whatever they do when they get of age is completely fine. But let's not put 12-year-olds in relationships. Like the whole idea is just it's squicky AF.
Next one.
Okay, so the internet hasn't sunk its claws into this notion.
Correction.
Oh,
AO3 has not. Other things to
oh boy, this could have been a video all of its own.
Oh my god, when you search Kyoshiro,
Koshiro
comes up as Izzy.
So yeah, you search Kyoshiro and the first result that comes up is Koshiro Izumi. That's fun. It's also killed Meg, so But still, wouldn't the relationship be kind of strange because if Tesla Jellymon is adult and Kyosho is... yeah, like... I don't think that's how... I don't think adult means literal adult with Digimon. It's kind of why I prefer the double leveling system, not gonna lie. I kind of prefer Rookie Champion Ultimate Mega over Child, Adult, Perfect Digimon, and then the Ultimate Digimon. I'm not even gonna touch consent laws because I'm not in a position to speak on them. You know, whatever goes on in that country is up to that country, but I doesn't mean I necessarily have to agree with it. I'm not going to tell them not to abide by their own laws, I guess. Get me out of this. It's not for me to cast judgment on. I don't particularly agree with it, but it's not for me to appropriate the culture and tell them it's wrong. They have to figure that out themselves.
Yeah.
Adult does though. Just look at Tailmon. Yeah, look at Godamon compared to the mentality of the other 7. I think 6 of the... Well, okay, maybe not Patamon. But unless you're Agumon, everyone else seems to be actually mature for a child level. You know, Agumon's just a hungry boy. Or at least that's what he got turned into. I just want wholesome art of Jellymon trolling Kyoshiro, and that's all I want. I don't want any reading between the lines, not bollocks. So oh boy. Oh good. Memes are good. Alright, so I feel like we've kind of gotten derailed a little bit.
Oh, I got derailed. There's a picture.
Oh no. Look what you've done, chat. You've sent Meg down a rabbit hole. Or is that a rabbitmon hole? List there. Yeah, ignorance is bliss. So how do...
Can't go any further. I didn't
Good. I'm gonna take that phone off you and throw it across the room. So yeah, we've certainly derailed the chat. Please God, don't let them rule 34 any. Please. Oh, you're too late on that. Artist saw that design and went, "Yep."
Yeah.
Agumon 2020 was an over-exaggeration of Agumon's personality of hunger. No, that started in Try.
It kind of started towards the end of...
Did he become a hungry boy in Original Adventure? Like
way,
every other sentence was "I'm hungry."
Later on, I know.
Oh, okay. Because I never saw Adventure Agumon that way. I always looked at it.
Also, remember.
Yeah, true, but I have watched the Japanese one. You've just watched it more recently, so maybe I'm just being forgetful. But I always tied Hungry Boy Agumon back to Masaru's Agumon. Because his whole personality was, "Boss, I'm hungry. Anarchy, feed me." And then it just seemed to bleed into Try. Like, Homeostasis is there giving a big old speech, and Agumon's like, "Homeostasis? Can I eat that?"
Yeah.
I was like, Agumon, please stop. I blame Masaru's Agumon, yeah.
Hungry.
Okay, maybe I'm being forgetful in my old age. Maybe you're
right about these.
I told you. You're gonna have big old marks on your forehead when you...
Yeah, I can see.
It took Tailmon to shut Agumon up. Yeah, it did. And that was like one of the best parts to Try, with her just going, "Would you stop for like a minute?" Getting really angry at him. Oh.
And has internet.
Go follow Reiko for great art if you haven't already. But we really got derailed there, and I don't know how to swing it back. I don't want to end this stream on the awkwardness of Kyotaro and Jellymon. I'd rather not, if that's okay. So chat, I will take questions. I will let's do a Q&A or something. Just don't make it weird. I will ignore it. I will find the most wholesome question, answer that one alone, and then hit the stop button. I'll turn this podcast around, chat. Nobody's going to Disneyland. We'll unwatch the episode. Oh, Christ. Alright, where is that monster? I don't think I need it, though.
No, don't drink Monster 10 to 12.
Beanie. Yeah, because that's so much better.
That's not an energy drink. It's not full of sugar.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, hit me with a max there. Go on. Damn, I want to do a weird question. I mean, you can ask it. I'm just not guaranteeing I'm answering it. Sibling relation. Oh, Yami, why? I will do a video on that in time. I just haven't found the time to do it. I haven't even found time to start writing my rewrite of 2020 yet. Because I'm always busy with video editing and other stuff from the streams. Obligatory Twitch plug. Also, oh wait, am I work on screen? Also, that way for Meg. Yeah. I'm always busy with video editing, so I never. I'll ask it then. Do you want a drawing of Sirenmon with Big Booba after I do the scary one?
What question? She wasn't baby.
She wasn't baby in the episode, but she's baby in all her artwork. So I feel like it's... Oh, that is tough. Why are there champions fighting against ultimates? Because the writers need an excuse to not kill the Digimon because of power level differences, and they look cool. All the cool horror Digimon are all higher levels, except Dracmon. But the next time we see him, we probably see Grand Dracmon, which is like an absolute hell beast. I don't know if Meg knows what Grand Dracmon looks like. I think we've seen him once in Cyber Sleuth.
How do you say Cyber Sleuth?
No, that's...
I know that's... Well, those are some giant feet.
Those are giant feet, but
and he's
that
two
dude.
sharks. Yeah, no, I've seen.
Yeah. So, like, the next...
I probably made that shark comment.
Yeah, so the next time we see Dracmon, he'll probably be this. And you can see he looks like that purple... He also has the ear flaps that were covering the eyes of the purple doggo thing we were looking at before, Sanglumon. So that... so Dracmon into Sanglumon. Oh, hold on. There we go. Into Sanglumon, into Matadormon, into Grand Dracmon. No, he doesn't, but he also came out of nowhere in Hacker's memory as well, so...
Like he... Looks like he'd be like... Back to the one
Yeah.
or something.
Oh, Vamdemon X. Go back to Castlevania. God. Matadormon. Bit more. Fantastic. Ever since I watched your Ocarina of Time playthrough, every time I see the Great Fairy come out or go back into the water, I keep feeling like they're gonna say, "They do it." Ara ara, Ara, ara. Ara, ara. Motherfucker.
No, I'd like if Dracmon.
They just stood on him.
Yeah. Do a little thing and they're like, thought you were gonna be good.
Yeah.
Picks them up and just. Does that?
Oh yeah.
Crush people's heads, yeah.
Oh. But thanks a lot, AJ. Oh, you're very welcome, Justin. You are very welcome. That
we
would
could
be
make
a
it
bit...
really weird. Alright.
Okay, we want to keep them coming back every week, not scare them away entirely. That's not how we build the audience, Meg. Well, there's a certain, maybe there is an audience, but not the one we're trying to cultivate, as far as I'm aware. I'm just gonna hide. Remember what I said about not making the ending of this awkward?
Yeah, that's not good.
I'm just gonna hide it. I'm just gonna hide in here.
Can you even see?
Yeah. Oh, you can, of course. Oh, that's fair. I have not antagonized you enough this week. I'll have to look for it next week. You antagonize me plenty. You don't need to make up for anything. I mean, Reiko, if you're gonna draw Big Booba Siren Mon, like the episode did.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't even gonna.
I mean,
go
I'd
there.
like to see it because.
There you go.
But
There you
at
go.
the same time, my brain is just looking at that, going, "But maybe."
Yeah. Really doesn't help when like that, because that's the alternate art of that card. Like the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Like she looks super baby,
Yeah.
you know, but you know, like if you're gonna do the thing, we'll check it out. We'll check it. We'll certainly check it out. We both get. Then we both get one. But yeah, that I don't even know what to be saying anymore. I've hit that part. I've hit that part of the I've hit that part of the stream now where I'm just like, and now what?
Yeah.
Because we got off to we went off on such a tangent over the whole Kyoshiro and Jellymon stuff, and now I'm just like, I don't know how to not redeem. I don't know how to redeem the podcast after that. Ah, Christ. Oh. Speaking of which, the same thing happened to me. I got robbed by a thieving Deku. Yeah, we're playing Majora's Mask at the moment and a bird stole my sword. I was very annoyed. Very annoyed. Bird stole my sword. I'm out on Termina Field, I'm cutting grass, and I go to do the spin attack, and I charge up the sword, and suddenly just gone. I had to buy my own sword back. It's inevitable. Kyoshiro and Jellymon are such a cute pair. Yeah, but you know, child. So, anyway, Yami, I feel like I died a bit there. Aw. Darn earlier starting times. Hi. Have a good night, Yami.
Good night.
Thanks so much for joining in. I do appreciate it, and I'll catch up with you later. Yeah. Good more night and Sleep well. Bye. Oh yeah, I suppose
we could go back to bed.
Yeah. You chat okay with that if we go back and talk spoilers again? Yeah. Friendly villain comrade is also possible. Unlike with Pokemon, the Digimon should be considered more like aliens than animals. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, because they don't replace animals, exactly. Like, remember in early Pokemon lore where Pokemon just existed with all of our regular stuff? Like, Raichu's Pokedex entry mentioned, like, it could take down an Indian elephant. And now you look at the Pokemon world and go, what Indian elephant?
Yeah.
Are we talking about the elephants from Sword and Shield? Like those ones? Did they become the Indian elephants Raichu can take down? Yeah.
I was watching. They have like a farm. Look, Digimon and the Pokemon and they have like a Pokemon farm.
I'm sure there are certain Digimon that the fandom would like to be able to milk.
You went there, not us.
Well, look,
that was on you. You made it worse now. Blame me.
Let's see. So if you play Mass Effect and flirt with that pretty blue telepath, then being with a Digimon is okay too. Oh god, I can't even remember her race because I'm a Tally person. I went for Tally Zora. But what is her name? Liara, I think. Google help. I think it's Liara. Yeah, well, that's one of them. Voiced by Ali Hillis. Yeah. Oh, in animated. But
yeah, the only difference I would
yeah. Where I'm a Tally person. Anyway. Wonder why they did that reboot concept. I think as Pokemon designs themselves became like a lot of Pokemon designs stopped just being animals, right? Like people make fun of Black and White because we got ice cream Pokemon. We didn't get ice cream Pokemon. We got icicle Pokemon that took on the shape of ice cream because they thought it would make people like them. Oh no, that didn't actually work. They get bullied in real life and in the Pokemon world. Poor things. Respect the ice cream Pokemon.
But it's not like we didn't already have.
But no, it's
stupid shit like a magnet and a goop and
a Pokeball that explodes.
Yeah.
You know.
Pokeball with
a
sassy face.
Yeah, but they were but the ones that were animals were much more animalistic. Yeah, I was trying to be not cutesy about it, but
yeah.
You know, that like the mice look like mice, the cats look like cats. Not so much now. Like now the rabbits wear sporting clothes.
Or their
waifus, or they carry rifles around, or you know, like you don't get the bull. You got a bull with an afro. You know what? Fine, hair grows, whatever. But a new version of that would be the horns shoot lasers.
Yeah.
You know, it would be a
Trying to be
mechanical.
Digimon.
It would be a mechanical bull that shoots. The way that is just a Digimon, a mechanical bull that shoots lasers. I'm pretty sure we probably have one of those. Like an ice cream Pokemon who's literally ice cream. I remember the Slowpoke tail, which people actually eat Pokemon. In the early continuity, they did because they were animals. People cooked Tauros and they milked Miltank. You know, Magikarp was no like Farfetch'd were nearly extinct because the leak it carries made its flavor so much better. Magikarp is famous for not being edible because it is just skin and bone. There's no substance to it.
There's just no
No. Yeah, Pokemon designs turn strange. Now they have many guns. Yeah, like we have the Spy Frog, like you know, whose big special attack now is to go up onto a tower and snipe you. You know, after going through his emo phase.
Yeah.
You know, or the Sports Rabbit, who somehow evolved to look like he was wearing a tracksuit.
Yeah.
Like where
So isn't there a martial arts? Do martial arts?
yeah, there's
Pokemon
sock and
that-
throw, and they somehow evolved to look like they're wearing geese.
Yeah.
But you know, at least. Oh, wait, that's your cat. You know, well, I mean, we kind of had that with Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, but they still looked like animals. That,
Yeah.
You know, one just happened to wear boxing gloves, but the other had stretchy alien legs.
Yeah.
Now it's just two dudes in face paint wearing karate uniforms. Boxing gloves. He does look like he's wearing trunks.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's wearing like a.
He's wearing a dress.
Yeah, he's wearing a nice little dress there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's based on he's based on a Japanese boxer. Maybe Wara or something. Yeah. Yeah, but like they still look alien and monstery. He's like, yeah, Hitmonchan.
My Hitmonlee.
Hitmonlee is a potato with legs.
Yeah, my Hitmonlee. Blood.
Yeah. But like Sock and Throw are just two dudes. you
Yeah,
know?
that's all they are. They're just. They look kind of elderly.
Let's
But,
not talk about the Poke waifus.
That's
What?
always tough.
What? Gardevoir, Hatterene. That's kind of it.
Funny.
Lopunny. Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. Lopunny, Mega Mode. You've seen Lopunny's Mega
Yeah.
Mode? Yeah. Where she's like literally wearing torn stockings.
Mm.
Like, that's weird, lads. What we's doing? That's kind of weird. I remember early in the anime where I can swear Pidgeotto ate an ordinary. Probably because at one point real animals was it just a Weedle? Like at one point real animals existed alongside Pokemon. They were the world was supplemented with Pokemon rather than Pokemon being the animal kingdom. But you know, as the franchise grows, you gotta retcon the environment because otherwise it's just not going to make sense. So I can appreciate from a marketing and a franchise growth perspective why it happened, but it always does it will forever make those early installments just look kind of interesting, strange, odd.
Off the topic of everyone okay with spoilers?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I forgot we were gonna do that.
Yeah, I forgot we were going to do that. So everyone's okay if we go back and read the second half of Pedge's comment.
This comment has some stuff about
The upcoming,
episode.
episode 7, 8, and 9.
Are you guys okay with this stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Pokemon are monsters, to be honest. Yeah, but again, they were living alongside humans and our own animal kingdom. But then, you know, as the franchise grew, they supplanted. That's the word I'm looking for. And Yami thinks
Words are in there somewhere.
yeah. Sherlock Sholmes, remember? Okay, so let's bring up the end of Pedge's comment, and then I won't feel bad for having. Oh my god, it goes on. Okay, I know what the Dragon Quest anime. We'll get there, Pedgio. We'll get there. I probably would have started it, but you know, Digimon happened again. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, but those spoilers. So finishing up on Pedge's comments. So I hope we see Angoramon's champion in episode 6. Obviously that didn't happen, sadly. But those spoilers. Episode 7 is the one I look most forward to. The fact we might get an evil Digimon tamer is freaking amazing. Can't wait to see Daigo and his friends. From what the episode preview has shown, Daigo might be that creepy man that we've seen.
Yeah.
And which is a shame because, you know, Daigo already got robbed. Let's just hope it's not Daigo from Tri. Exactly. Leave Mr. Nishijima alone, Toei. You've screwed him over enough, my precious boy. You leave him alone. One thing I've always wanted to see is a group of chosen ones versus evil chosen ones. If this show does that, this is the best Digimon show ever. Savers kind of did it, and I always thought Frontier was going to. Partway through Frontier, we meet 5 random other kids who have just turned up in the digital world, and the heroes are you like. So I've explained the concept of Frontier before, where the kids use the spirits of Digimon to evolve.
Yeah.
But they're fighting spirits that have been corrupted and turned evil. And then they just so happen to meet these 5 other kids who were being taken care of by an Angemon. But never goes anywhere. So I think like a lot of people are, oh, okay, hold on. There's 5 other spirits that we're fighting. There's these 5 kids. 2 and 2 makes fish. You know? But just it didn't happen. So I always wondered if that was a dropped storyline in Frontier, where maybe they'd intended to give the extra spirits to those kids, and then maybe saw common sense and went, we can't write for 10 children.
Or they will. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I need to go back and
depends on how old they are.
Well, yeah, I mean, and we've talked about the Karada trio in Savers before, so you know, they're not necessarily chosen one, you know, but that's just science and malicious intent more so than the chosen. But like it's an idea that's been touched on, but to see it properly realized, I'd be okay with it. Like Cross Wars kind of started that way, because you had every human was a general that led an army, and then the generals would clash. And so the blue flare general Kiriha, you know, he was the evil one, the evil one. He would antagonize the protagonist. And then you had Nene, who was ambiguous. You know, she watched on from the shadows, she stirred the pot, but ultimately was being manipulated by Dark Knightmon, who was a magnificent bastard. So, you know, I've often put their relationship akin to domestic disturbances, shall we say? Because that was the sort of control he had over her. Don't do this, I am going to do family. So well, that's I suppose I did. It just got to Cross Wars there, so yeah, I did, didn't I? I'm just gonna pull it there. Oh, getting sweaty. And my hair is sticking to the goggles, and it's gross. I'm just like, no, they can sit here for the rest of the evening.
Yours are sticking to your hair, and mine.
Yeah.
I asked for your water, so I thought I was getting a headache from being dehydrated, but no,
it's just the goggles.
But I'm not taking.
So let's see. But again, it's too early to make that statement. Episode 8 sounds like another filler episode. They go to the parade and get attacked by some Digimon. Episode 9, on the other hand, sounds pretty interesting. So Clockmon is back and he attacks Hero again. I think this is the ep where Gulus Gamamon appears and kills Clockmon. I'd say there has to be some shenanigans there. We do need that tonal shift we were talking about before. Like Hero is about to die and Gamamon goes kaboom. And I'm okay with that happening so long as 8 and 9 build on the idea of Gamamon going kaboom instead of him just saying it for 9. Yeah, you know, do something to show that he's more vicious, or just something, tweak the personality
maybe
a little
during
bit. Because they did that in episode 1.
Thing, maybe that episode that builds to it.
Yeah.
Or hints at it.
Yeah, as long as
it's a...
yeah, and if they do that, then fine, because there'll have been a build up and a payoff.
Or time.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
So Gulus Gamamon makes a cameo or an appearance to kill Clockmon. Yeah. I hope we see Hero's father make a cameo in one of these eps. I don't think we will. I don't think we're going to see him for a while.
He might.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Told you to look after him. Yeah, okay.
What happened to your brother?
What happened to your little brother? Yeah, okay. Maybe. That's possible. I just hope we get more plot in these episodes. And same, and I think that's a huge thing, like, that we had a problem with this week's episode with. Because it's very samey.
And, that's the thing, we don't know how many episodes. What's the shortest?
Savers. 48.
So it's not likely to be.
Probably not, no, because they'll need it to run till time. They'll need something to take up a year of airtime.
I'm just thinking. It was slow burn.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you're 6 a long time, and I hope.
In the beginning, Kiriha kind of looked like Toma. Yeah, because they're blonde, blue-eyed white boys. No, they all.
Was just Misa, because he's also blonde and blue-eyed.
No, hold on. I'll pull the 2 character arts up, and you'll see, like, they're basically the same character design. Right. So that's that's Toma from season 5. He's actually a professional boxer. So he actually
he does some punching.
He does some punching to
oh my god, in English.
Thomas. Oh no. So Toma has like 3 different spellings.
Okay.
So depending on where you've watched the show, it's either Touma, Tohma, yeah, or Thoma, like Toma.
Yeah, that's why I was like, is he?
Yeah, and then when they dubbed the show, they just cut the fat and called him Thomas. Right. So that's him anyway. Right, and then I don't know if Kiri, Amano, no, Aonuma, I think is Kiriha's surname. That's season 1 version of him. He just looks like evil Toma.
Yeah.
And then he gets a mullet, which the fandom is convinced is a wig.
Not even the same color.
No, it's not exactly. It's not even the same color hair. But apparently he grew that out in the space of a month.
Right.
So the fan, and it happened to be a month that was off screen for Taiki, because Taiki got trapped back in the real world for a day.
Right.
So, you know, that whole time discrepancy thing. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, there's no way he grew that out in a month. And then his whole, like,
And if
his whole fashion sense changed.
Unless he's got some hairspray going on out there, like his hair just grows like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and this got a style.
Yeah.
Got a wig.
Yeah, and his whole fashion sense changed. Plus, they had blue Digivices, yeah. Yeah, the blue cross loader, and I have the red one, and you know that orange one, rare one.
Yes.
Toma's one, like that, but blue. So, because they're the antagonists, and that's what happened. You know, started with Yamato, was blue, and it all went from there. But yeah, he's the one that has the Greymon out. That one.
He's closer.
Yeah, he looks more like Toma from Misao. Yeah. But yeah. Oh. That except outside of the Dragon Quest stuff, yeah. You know, we'll get to that in time, but you know, he grew that out in a month. There was a time I thought they were different characters. It would be so fitting if that Dark Evolution appears for the first time by killing Clockmon. Yeah, and when we were talking about it last week, I think that was kind of what we guessed would happen, because we need that tonal shift to happen, and how else do you do that?
Happen soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been good so far.
A good thing, huh? Kind of weird seeing the rival with Greymon instead. I like it. It's a nice little twist on the formula. Plus, in my opinion, it's the best Metal Greymon design, and I will die on that hill. I love Blue Flare Metal Greymon so much. Like that scene where it first shows up and it just goes to town, and there's claws and lasers and missiles, and I'm just like, this is a fully realized Metal Greymon. My heart grew 3 sizes that day. Z Greymon, I'm not as much of a fan of Z Greymon, the thing it evolves into, but Cross Wars Metal, but Blue Flare Metal Greymon, the thing they turn into. Oh God, it's just such a good. Okay, maybe not with the Cyberdramon cock here, but like there it is fighting a Skull Greymon. Like it's so good. Yeah, I told you he has a big missile. He has a big shark missile on his back. You okay?
My leg is gone.
Oh no! That is probably that's probably a sign we should get ready to
my back is
move on.
Screaming up.
Oh. Okay.
Sitting in a wicker garden.
Yeah, I offered the padded
That one is
computer
not any
chair.
better, to be honest.
I remember when I saw Rise Greymon for the first time, I thought, yeah, I love Rise Greymon as well. I mean, it's Metal Greymon with a gun instead of a claw. I mean, what's not to like? Metal Greymon with a giant revolver for an arm. What's not to like? You know? I'll take the. Since we're done with the spoilers, I'll take the. Yeah. Now look, I like Blitz Greymon. I thought I liked Blitz Greymon too. That's why I was excited to see Blitz Greymon and Crescarurumon in 2020. I just wish they did more with them, and it sounded like they wanted to based on the supplements from the DVDs, but it just wasn't possible. Oh, that's got smart later. It was long ago. You turned Blitz Greymon into a cute girl. I think that evolution plan was the Digimons into Kestrels. and it's done you well since, eh? Oh. No. They are one big mold. Have any other pairs? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they you might want to stick that pair in the washing machine first. They're old. There's a reason they're on a travel case. They're just so I can identify the bag when I'm going through custom when I'm going through collection. Oh, there they are. There's my bag. All right. Well, look. It is 12:30. I think we'll wrap things up here. Yeah, we've been going for like the guts of 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
We got derailed once, and I think we'll never exactly. We'll never speak of it again. Awesome. Look, you guys, look after yourselves. Do take care. We will be back next week with Bird. I can't believe it's just called Bird. I didn't want it to just be called Bird, but then it's just Tori. And that was it. Okay, sure. So we'll be back with the Bird watch along and review next week. I hope we'll see you then. Oh, sorry, Desmond. I wish Kreskarurumon said his attack name at least once. Yeah. I like the aesthetic of that episode, but again, I just wish they did more with those alternate evolutions. No, it's a shame. Maybe in the future, maybe they'll have the chance to do something. That is a good question. We'll do a quick. Yellow Beast Crescent Blade, Great Beast Wolf Rotation, and Fury Ice Moon Fang. Where it molds the Yellow Beast Crescent Blade into countless forms using ice and then hurls it at the opponent. So, like, it's not that we didn't actually get to hear him. Well, we didn't get to hear him like say his attack name, but the whole battle was just silence. You know, they did those, you know, that kind of stereotypical, like, and it makes sense because Zanbamon was who he was fighting with. You know that thing they do in Japanese where the samurais clash and silence and you know which one to topple over? It was just that.
Yeah.
Like there was no, you know, how do I even try and pronounce it? Kiju Engetsuto? Right, yeah, so you don't hear him get to call that out or anything. It just goes, It's just dum, 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 clash, and then who'll falter. And that's kind of it. So, yeah, if something that looks that cool, I'd like to hear it say its attack at least once. You know, or, you know, but...
Picture didn't get any. 3 times you clicked on it.
No, we're finding that happening a lot, but like... And look at it, Yamato. And the evolution sequence itself was so good because it was a big Saint Seiya reference. With the way the armor, with the way where Garurumon took on the armor, it was just a big Saint Seiya reference. But sure, you've seen the video. We have Strabimon down here. But yeah. Yeah. Alright. So look. Thanks for the stream. See you later. You're all very welcome. And thank you for joining in every week. We really do appreciate it. I say this every week and I'm not going to stop saying it. You guys make Sunday so much fun for us. Hanging out with you guys, watching Digimon and just having a bit of banter. It makes doing this all the more worthwhile. So thank you so much. Look, and until next time, take care. Oh, I know those. jump in the air facing backwards, sword away. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was basically one of those. Yeah. Yeah, but we'll do. But look after yourselves, everyone. Stay safe, be good, hydrate, please, and see you all. Done.